Hey, what up, guys? I just wanted to come to you today with a new video. Today it's going to be, the topic of discussion is going to be the 12 signs that that will tell you that you're in a toxic soul tie with a love partner. Okay. And so these are the 12 signs. The first one will be, in the situation, you'll never feel settled. You'll never feel at peace, and you'll never have rest. You are constantly on the go in your mind, and you know, you can never feel like you can truly rest your head. I don't know if you've, if you can reflect on a good relationship in the past, but in a good relationship, a lot of times you can have those wonderful days where you're just lounging, man, and you're laying in someone's lap, man, and just chilling, and just complete rest. There's no worry about the relationship. There's no worry about something happening, or some kind of argument starting, or somebody getting in the way of your relationship. But with the toxic cluster B narcissistic type individuals, you're going to find that on a daily basis there's an up and down roller coaster, and it just never ends. Every now and then you will have maybe a night or two of what would seem like rest, but still, with all that has gone on in the past, that this is just gonna ramp up again tomorrow, and so you just never have that feeling of comfort, and you always feel like you're making the wrong decisions, and it's all because the root of it is you are in a toxic soul tie relationship with a partner. Number two is sex is very quick. When it starts, when your relationship starts, they're already sexing you up, and it's very fast. It's almost so fast that it's out of the ordinary. Even as a man, for a man, you're like, oh, I love sex, but in this situation, it's like, wow, this is fast, and then marriage proposals, whether it's a male, I don't know about males, but I'm guessing, because males are the ones that typically propose. But even, my point is even the females will propose to the men. I've had this happen several times, 3, and they were all in that category, the cluster Bs. They will do it within weeks, okay? Within weeks to a month or two. And so it's definitely under 6 months, okay? And I know other people that are in relationships with these individuals, like, that have relationships or have had relationships with them, and they're always like, if you are a grade A supply, it's going to be within 12 weeks, or it's going to be before 6 months. They want to be married to you, because that mask is going to slip, and they need a primary target at home as their anchor, so that they can go out and do their promiscuous stuff and look like a family at home, while you're just doing everything for them, as far as holding it down. So number 3 is they start to violate all your boundaries, and what they do is they just continue, especially the borderlines, boy, they'll tear you to pieces with this, but they'll exhaust you. The narcissist will exhaust you. The cluster Bs will exhaust you into submission, into dropping all your boundaries, to where, at some point in time, you're just too tired to argue with them, and this is with someone who's kind of like unawoke, so to speak, to some degree, because when you're awoke to this, there's ways to counter this, and I'll do a podcast on that, okay? So the boundaries are all taken down and you're placed into submission. The next is you're going to be isolated. You're going to be isolated because the narcissist wants you all to themselves, but they also want to have that utmost control because you're their prime grade A supply. You're their prime target. You're the prime person. You're the one that they purge onto. Okay, and then they'll also cause part of one of their manipulative tactics. Number 5 is competition and triangulation. So they compete with you and they also cause you to be triangulated with everybody. It could be somebody at their work that's opposite sex. It could be family member. It could be anybody. But there's always a competition, a form of competition and triangulation. And that is also to get you on that hamster wheel and just keep trying to make them happy. It's supply. It's a huge amount of supply for them. It's part of their crazy making. And even if you're not jealous, you're going to end up being jealous at some point because that's what they do to you. They bring you to that point. They force it upon you because you start knowing, in your innermost gut that you can't trust them, that they're probably cheating on you. And then when I'm bringing up these things, like the guy at work gave me his credit card and asked me to go get both of us lunch on his credit card. So I went downstairs and did it. Don't tell me that shit. I mean, I don't want to hear that. Don't do that. If you're in a relationship, you don't do that. Anyway, 6, you're constantly cleaning up the relationship. Okay. You're always it's hard to back them up in anything to begin with because you have a different opinion of everything and they're the trouble. But what you'll end up doing is protecting them and kind of taking care of the cleanup of any messes that they made, because you have to try to make it seem like you're in a good relationship, right? So that's something that will happen. You'll find yourself doing that, and that's like bottom of the barrel crap. You're already just devastated. Now you're trying to make the marriage or the relationship look better by cleaning it up so that you guys can at least have some sort of facade to the rest of the world. And if that ain't bad enough, because you're trying to be genuine, and with this individual you can't even come close to it. You're just constantly going backwards. Okay, so that's 6. Number 7 is you never get any reciprocation with them. There's never reciprocation with a narcissist and a cluster B personality. They want you to love them. What do they say? They say you love them and they love them. Okay, so for you to expect for them to be there for you, you can forget it. They always, and they'll even speak on this stuff, like they want you to be loyal. They want somebody that loves unconditionally. You know why? Because they're going through abandonment issues on a daily basis because of their childhood. Okay, and so they had a lot of forced abandonment. Whether the parents were there or not, there was abandonment. Their abandonment of their emotions, and where they were, the invisible child, or something like that. And so it's the validation, a lack of validation from their parents or something when they were a child, and the abandonment from emotional abandonment. But this is the thing, we all went through this stuff, so we're not narcissists. Next will be number 8. Their actions don't match their words. A lot of times they tell you they love you, and then they're going off doing crazy stuff, or that if you're sick, they can't help you do anything for you to get better. They're never reciprocating, so their actions don't meet their words, and you'll be like, what? How could you say? They'll be like, the first thing mine told me was, I don't cheat, and that's what she was doing the whole time. So it's like we're not used to being bold-faced lied to about real stuff, not just like white lies. And then like that's what's really going on. It's crazy. But that was projection, right? So they project. Number 9 is they project their toxic self onto you, and they steal your energy, because you're probably going to be reactionary if you don't know what's going on. And you know, you just, it's like there's never any kind of support and any kind of you know, situation. You know, you're there to like counsel and help them, and they're sitting there and they're purging and projecting to purge. So they got to come home. They need a partner at home as an anchor, because they need to come home and purge all their negativity onto every day, so that they can go back to work or back out there and back to school and wherever they got to go, and they can wear that mask again. If they don't purge their negative energy every day on a daily basis, then they can't go out and wear that mask like that. It won't look straight. They're going to be purging out there on people, flipping out on people out there. So you're the trash can. That's why they call the empath the trash can, because you're going to get purged on every day. You're going to accept it, and they're going to steal your energy constantly, draining. And then they're going to walk out there and like, that's why they say that they're better with their friends than they are with their family. Number 10 is you're going to feel attached. This is the big one with the soul tie. You're going to feel attached and addicted to them. Through soul ties, through sex, through cords, and through hooks that they place in you. So this is where, you know, you can't be away from them for long, you know, where you start to feel this way, like you fiend for them. Even if they're trashing you, you still want to be with them. And that's where, you know, you got a soul tie, really. You're going to start having, like, you can start getting autoimmunes, fibromyalgia, anxiety, depression, IBS, headaches, migraines, all of these things. You know, you can get lupus and all kinds of stuff, so you got to be careful. I mean, I honestly think you can get cancer from it as well, but I'm not, you know, I'm just talking personally. I'm not like some sort of you know, scholar in, you know, I'm not an MD or anything. But anyway, and then 11 is they twist everything that's healthy into being unhealthy. Okay, and I always say that the enemy is upside down, backwards, inside out, and twisted. And they do. I mean, they'll twist everything. They'll twist the relationship to make it, like, horrible. They'll twist anything. Anything that is made good in life that's supposed to be wholesome is now twisted and evil, or, you know, manipulated into crap. The 12th sign is when you break up with them, you're starting to, you'll be ruminating on a daily basis like you have never, ever, like, ruminated on something or a relationship ever. I mean, like, it's ridiculous how much they're on your mind, and you're just spinning around in your head thinking about, what are they doing? When are they going to come back? And you could broke up with them, you know, and you're ready to, like, hoover yourself. This is ridiculous. You're like, what the hell's going on? But until you understand this, you're not going to be prepared to, you're not going to get the answers that you need. And so when you start feeling better is the time that they come back around, and then you're going to get a hoover, and you're going to jump right into it, or you might pre-hoover yourself, because they might, you know, start hovering around you. So it's terrible, but, you know, they know spiritually, I believe, and I think that they, you know, because they have made a pact with evil, man, and so I think that they have the ability to know and to tell when you're really starting to detach and them hooks are coming out, and that's why they got to come back around and get you again, nail you back down before that they really lose you for good. All right, so those are the 12 signs. 1, you're never settled. 2, sex and marriage proposals and things are very fast, under 6 months. 3, they violate all boundaries. They exhaust you. 4 is isolation, to keep you. Competition and triangulation to start arguments and get supply. 7, there's no reciprocation in the relationship. They want loyalty, but they won't give it. 8, your actions do not match their words. 9, they project and purge onto you their energy, and they steal yours. 10, you feel attached and addicted to them through sex and through the trauma bond. 11, they twist everything in that's healthy into something unhealthy. And 12, when you start to heal up and get better and away from them, that's when they come back and hoover you again. All right, so that's all for today. Sold you up, stand tall, peace, love y'all. Subscribe, like, and give me a thumbs up. Smash the like button. Appreciate y'all. Peace.